Working in life, I'm best known as Daniel Terzian, just an everyday average Middle Eastern suburban. But when the night comes and the spotlight shines, I'm morphed into Danny T and I'm spitting lines. No chat GPT, this is my corporate debut. So who is this 3-time wedding rapper standing in front of you? If you're a Gen Z, then I'm still pretty new. Not your average rapper from TikTok, but T-Moo. If you're a millennial, then compare me to 50 Cent. I'm half off at Dollarama, I'm money well spent. For the Gen X and Boomers, I'm like Run DMC. It's an acronym for Run, the dude must be crazy. I'm counting 3 or more, so let's begin with a safety share. If you're drinking, the suggestion is that you keep it square. Don't test your limits with alcohol that you just don't know. Otherwise, you might end up on Univar News Radio. Next order of business, this is a professional event. Shaddy, I promise my rap will stay chemical relevant. I'll keep it above board, I don't want no backlash. So please don't report me when I shake my soda ash. 100 years ago, a dream was born to sell chemicals to paper, navy, textile, and corn. Started as Van Waters and Rogers, then became Univar, transitioning from plastic to stainless steel reservoir. In 2019, we helped with distributor pollution and rebranded ourselves as Univar Solutions. If only I had invested and bought shares 5 years ago, but who could have predicted the Apollo show? For chemical distribution, it's been one heck of a year. Take a moment to turn around and look back at our rear. We had real problems, embargoes, and multiple strikes. We came close to a couple of disasters. Big yikes! It's not all scary though. I saw Benoit's eyes shining. Hurricanes are good for business. We're multi-sourced, he's smiling. Jose manages an extremely diverse portfolio. If she tells you she knows them all by heart, then call her Pinocchio. Peroxide, oxide, sulfate, nitrate, citric, caustic, hypochlorite, ammonium, aluminum, sodium carbonate, urea, glycerin, nitrite. Totes, drums, bags, super sacks, blends, ROGs, returnables, surcharge, transport, directs, currency, NCRs, chemcarables. Did you get all that? Now match it according to our customer need. Don't fall behind, nope. Get up to Univar Canada speed. Notice a pattern? I've name dropped a couple of you, colleagues and managers. Now please line up and get in the queue. Fred, élevé à Trois-Rivières où le français est un atout, viens chanter avec moi comme tu as appris de passe-partout. Julia, I tried to bake you a delicious apple pie, but I held back the dairy, flour, sugar, apples, and red dye. All that was left was some water, H2O. Don't worry, one final check, I'm getting it tested with Mo. Speaking of him, he's in the Dorval office on occasion, splits his time in VL as the king of titration. His technical services, they never drop the ball. My desk is standing, but him, he's just sitting tall. Dawn is always there to provide every important update. If you have a meeting with her though, make sure that you're not late. Her interior designing is untouchable, impeccable. So please clean up after your office mess, be respectable. A safe for work metaphor that I'm about to drop. Joey's team is the bottom, while sales is the top. Let me explain, are all your minds really that dirty? The bottom line, it's costs and inventory. The top line, well, that's revenue and total sales. Moving on, I'm getting caught up in boring details. Katya, what would the departments do without you? Customer service is where we all join together and come to. But don't get too complacent, cause although you're dandy, I'll change my tone the day your office it runs out of candy. Jason P, don't worry, we didn't forget about you. You helped Cats to take care of that 23-person crew. You're a big part in managing the glycerin portfolio. Without you, it definitely would have been a show. Bianca manages credit, and what does she do? Your invoice is due, no order for you or you. Your terms are passed, we need our money, and you must pay. But please, Bianca, as a seller, can you wait till after the holiday? On the back line, we can't forget about our friends in finance, known for their attention to detail and their cost-cutting stance. But I have one question that's bothered me, so I'll ask all of you. Does anyone know who that corner office belongs to? Ange, Kat, Shaddy, Nat, Rod, our social committee. You are to organizing what I am to Tupac and Biggie. Real talk, we could have kept it simple, no offense, Aya. But Rodrigo is to cooking what Christmas is to Mariah. Karen is overseeing the Quebec, Saphir, Valleyfield, or Dorval. Which group does she hold more dear? No comparing, we're all 1160, the same team. Outvaluing our competitors, that's the Karen Gunn dream. Who's left? I haven't forgotten about our VP. I'm about to chemically burn myself to the 3rd degree. Up until recently, I didn't know that a sock drive was a form of community service to help others thrive. For the longest time, I thought what sock drive stood for was what François did when he walked by my door. I've said what I've said, and now there's no going back. So it's time to get this party right back on track. But I'll leave you all with one very important warning that I hope you'll think about until tomorrow morning. Have fun, but don't let the party overwhelm. Tomorrow's Friday, and work starts latest 9 a.m.